January 26, 2020, dawned quietly in Southern California, a Sunday like any other. The air was crisp, the sky tinged with the soft colors of sunrise, and the world seemed to move at a gentle, unhurried pace. The sun rose over Orange County, where Koby Bryant was preparing for a day that blended his love for family and basketball. For Koby, these mornings were a cherished routine, a chance to step away from the spotlight and focus on what mattered most. No longer the Lakers superstar, Koby was now a coach and a father, guiding his daughter Gianna and her team, the Lady Mambas. He found new purpose in nurturing young talent, especially his own daughters. Their destination, the Mamba Sports Academy, a place where Koby poured his post-retirement passion into mentoring young athletes. The academy had become a second home, filled with laughter, hard work, and dreams. Gianna, his talented daughter, was the star player. Koby, her proud coach. Their bond was evident on and off the court, inspiring everyone around them. The morning routine was familiar. Gear packed, shoes tied, excitement building for the game ahead. There was a sense of anticipation, a shared joy in the simple act of getting ready together. Koby cherished these moments, trading NBA glory for the quiet pride of being a girl dad. These were the memories he valued most, the ones that made him smile long after the crowds had faded. The world outside was just waking up, unaware of the tragedy that would soon unfold. Life moved forward, ordinary and unremarkable, as if nothing could disturb its peace. It was a day like any other, families making plans, kids getting ready for games, Los Angeles humming with life. The city buzzed with the promise of new beginnings and small victories. No one could have predicted how this ordinary morning would become a day of global heartbreak. In homes across the city, people were blissfully unaware of the storm that was about to come. The bond between Koby and Gianna was at the heart of it all, a father and daughter, united by love and basketball. Their shared passion was a beacon, lighting up the lives of those around them. The day brimmed with potential, a canvas for new memories. Every moment felt full of hope, as if anything was possible. As they left home, the city was peaceful, the world still blissfully unaware. The roads were quiet, the morning light gentle, and the future seemed bright. In a few hours, everything would change. The ticking of the clock marked the last moments of innocence before the world would pause in collective grief. The simple joy of a Sunday morning would be replaced by a loss felt around the world. Hearts would break, and memories would become treasures. It began as a perfect picture of love and dedication, a father and daughter heading to a basketball game, unaware that this ordinary day would become unforgettable for all the wrong reasons. Koby and Gianna's trips to Thousand Oaks were a cherished routine, a ritual that brought them closer with every early morning departure. Their journey was made easier by helicopter, a choice born from Koby's desire to maximize time with his family, to be present for school pickups, practices, and precious moments at home. The Sikorsky S-76B was their trusted ride, turning hours of LA traffic into minutes together above the city, giving them a unique view of Los Angeles that few ever experience. For Gianna, these flights were special, time to talk basketball, share dreams, and bond with her dad, away from the world below. Koby's commitment to family was legendary. He structured his life to be present for every moment, making sure his children always felt his support. On this morning, they were joined by friends and teammates, all united by their love for the game and the excitement of competition. The helicopter was filled with anticipation and camaraderie, a community heading to a tournament, sharing laughter and stories along the way. For Koby, it was never about luxury, but about being there for his children, making memories that would last a lifetime. As they boarded, they were simply a dad and his daughter, excited for another game, sharing a bond that was both ordinary and extraordinary. The flight was routine, a Sunday ritual that underscored the deep bonds of family and friendship, a tradition that brought joy and togetherness. In those moments, happiness and normalcy filled the cabin, creating memories that would be cherished forever. No one could have imagined it would be their last journey together, a final chapter in a story of love, family, and dreams shared in the sky. As the helicopter lifted off, dense fog blanketed Los Angeles, turning a familiar route into a challenge. Pilot Ara Zobayan, experienced and trusted, navigated the low visibility, communicating with air traffic control. The plan was to follow the 101 freeway, but the fog forced a change. visibility dropped to nearly zero. Inside, passengers were likely unaware of the danger, focused on the day ahead. The world outside vanished into gray, the ground was hidden, landmarks erased. The helicopter was suspended in a private world, the rhythmic sound of rotors cutting through silence. Suddenly, the flight became disorienting, rapid maneuvers, confusion in the clouds. Investigators would later find the pilot became spatially disoriented, believing he was climbing while actually descending. The helicopter collided with the hillside at high speed, the fog concealing the tragedy. What began as a symbol of Koby's devotion to family ended in an instant. The sky above Calabasas became the site of an unthinkable loss. The crash was catastrophic, impact echoing briefly before silence reclaimed the hills. First responders rushed through fog and rough terrain, hoping for survivors but finding only devastation. The wreckage was scattered, a small fire sending smoke into the mist. The mission shifted from rescue to recovery. Hope was gone. News of a helicopter crash in Calabasas began as a local story, details scarce. For a few hours the world remained unaware of the magnitude of the loss. Then, whispers turned to confirmation. Koby Bryant was on board. The shock was immediate, an invincible icon, gone. The silence of Calabasas was about to be broken by a global wave of grief. News broke online. Koby Bryant had died in a helicopter crash. Disbelief swept across the world. It had to be a mistake. People refreshed their feeds, hoping for a correction that never came. As major outlets confirmed the story, shock turned to sorrow. Koby Bryant was gone. The loss transcended sports. Fans, families, and strangers everywhere felt it deeply. The grief was immediate and raw. Tears, hugs, and stunned silence filled public spaces. Koby was more than an athlete. He was a symbol of excellence and perseverance. The tragedy deepened when it was confirmed Gianna was also on board. The story became unbearable. A father and daughter, lives cut short together. The image of Koby as a devoted girl dad made the loss even more poignant. The world mourned not just a legend, but a family. The heartbreak was universal. Grief swept the globe, but nowhere was it felt more than in Los Angeles. Thousands gathered at the Staples Center, transforming it into a sea of purple and gold tributes. Flowers, jerseys, and handwritten notes piled up, a city united in sorrow. Tributes poured in worldwide, murals in the Philippines, vigils in Italy, landmarks lit in Lakers colors. The NBA paused to honor Koby. Teams took 24-second and 8-second violations, players wept openly. Legends like LeBron James and Michael Jordan shared their heartbreak. The games continued, but joy was gone, replaced by a heavy collective mourning. Celebrities, presidents, and artists remembered Koby's work ethic, intelligence, and kindness. He was more than a basketball player, he was a storyteller, an Oscar winner, a mentor. His death was a loss for sports, arts, and culture. Koby's potential seemed limitless, making his absence even more painful. The world was united in grief, honoring a man who inspired millions. The mourning was as global as his legacy. Koby and Gianna were not alone. 7 others perished that day, each with their own story. John Altobelli, his wife Carrie, and daughter Alyssa, Gianna's teammate, were lost, devastating their community. Sarah Chester and her daughter Peyton, another Lady Mamba, were also on board. Christina Mauser, assistant coach and beloved mother, was handpicked by Koby for her passion and skill. Pilot Ara Zobayan, trusted and experienced, was at the controls. Each victim left behind grieving families and friends, their lives intertwined by basketball. The tragedy was not just about a global icon, but a community of parents, children, and mentors. Remembering all 9 is essential to understanding the full scope of the loss. It was a day that shattered families and a tight-knit basketball community. The heartbreak extended far beyond the headlines. In the aftermath, Koby's legacy only grew, anchored by the Mamba mentality. His philosophy of relentless self-improvement inspired millions beyond basketball. Murals of Koby and Gianna appeared worldwide, becoming sacred spaces for fans. In 2024, the Lakers unveiled a statue in his honor, immortalizing his triumphs. Vanessa Bryant, through the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, continues their mission, empowering young athletes, especially girls. Her strength has turned tragedy into a force for good, keeping their light alive. Koby's story is told in every "Where were you" moment, every memory of his 60-point farewell, every championship. But his true legacy is the belief he instilled: anything is possible with hard work. Mamba Forever is more than a slogan, it's a promise to carry his spirit forward. His impact lives on in those who chase greatness. Koby's fire continues to ignite dreams around the world. 5 years later, Koby Bryant's memory remains vivid and powerful, echoing in the hearts of millions around the world. He's remembered not only as a basketball legend, but also as a loving father, a devoted husband, and a creative force who inspired countless people beyond the court. His journey from teenage phenom to global icon is a story of relentless ambition, tireless work, and constant growth. A testament to what's possible when passion meets perseverance. As a proud girl dad, he inspired fathers everywhere to support their daughters' dreams, showing the world the importance of family and encouragement. His influence on basketball endures. Today's stars still emulate his signature moves, his competitive fire, and his unbreakable mindset. But it was his legendary work ethic that truly set him apart. Stories of 4 a.m. workouts and endless hours in the gym are now part of his mythos. Koby raised the bar for what it means to be a professional, proving that talent alone isn't enough. Dedication and discipline are just as vital. His legacy is one of inspiration, teaching us that failure is part of success, that resilience matters, and that true excellence is always earned. The Mamba mentality lives on in every person who refuses to give up, who pushes through adversity, and who strives to be better every single day. Though his life was cut short, his spirit endures in every athlete, every dreamer, every father, and every person who dares to chase greatness. Koby Bryant is gone, but his legacy will never fade. His story continues to inspire new generations. He taught us to chase greatness, to love fiercely, and to leave a mark that endures. Mamba Forever.